Welcome, friends. It's your old pal, Sir Nigel, and today we're going to play some Eternal Champions for the Sega Genesis. This is the original game, not the Sega CD version, and we're going to play it. It's our boy Slash, Mr. Slash, the Slash-a-doos. Now, in this version of Eternal Champions, there's, I guess, an adequate number of special moves. Each character has a fair amount of special moves. But in Eternal Champions CD, each character has quite a bit more special moves, including more that I think don't take power, more of the skill moves. See what I did there? I just jumped over you and smacked you from a smacky place. But it would be fun if, like I said before, Sega came out with this game again, particularly on the computer and I guess the other platforms, and made an online component, not some sort of add-on, pay-to-win, or DLC thing, but just a genuine, complete product at launch with a free online component where you could play against other players. And that's what you're supposed to do with competitions, is win them. Try some more of the kicks with this fellow, with Rax. Maybe some of the quicker kicks. The medium kick is pretty good at close range because it can do 2 hits. But this isn't, obviously, this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to win. It seems like with most opponents, or against most components, against most opponents when using Rax, against most opponents when using Slash, your heavy club attack is often just the best thing. It seems to work the best, and it tends to be better than all of the other club attacks, all of the other punches, all of the other kicks. So you'll probably find yourself using the heavy club attack by far the most when playing as Slash. Slash wins! Perfect! Even though it wasn't, we'll just say it was. Okay, well, he's getting into an unfortunate attack pattern. Then the stun wouldn't do anything because he was floating in the air. We win! Not really. But that's why we're grinding this! We need to learn a better strategy for Rax. We have a strategy for her down pretty well. Basically, just swing the club. Avoid when she does that, at least try to. And swing the club because she tends to walk right into it. Like that. And then she's stunned. And we can do something like that, but we need to work out a better strategy for Rax. And this is another character that really likes to use her ranged attack and her taunts. Well, that wasn't very friendly, now was it? No, it wasn't. Good. Our super smacker. And into her shadow mode, which we just have to wait out. And then we can do that. Thank goodness. Back to Rex. Okay, enough with your combos already, dang it! Look at that! He is one of those characters where sometimes you do really well and sometimes you get some good combos in. So let's try some kicks. Of course, once we can start doing our tossing and hitting, then that puts us in a pretty good place. So I think with Rax, you want to be at sort of a medium distance with him. I think that's probably where you're the most effective, at least as Slash is at a medium distance. It seems like Slash really likes the close-up work. Not Slash. It seems like Rax really likes the close-up work. So if you can keep him at just a medium distance, then you can still reach him with your club while avoiding a lot of his attacks. We're just completely out of range of them. And of course, Trident, lovely Trident. Where I still don't have a good strategy worked out, other than don't let him do that. Because see, if he can do that special attack that he just did, then he can just take you out right away, and you can't block it once he starts it like that. You can't jump out of it or whatever. You're just kind of stuck in the attack. So you have to make sure he doesn't get the opportunity to do it in the first place, which is why I've been trying to keep him at more of a distance. Whereas with Rax, we wanted sort of the medium distance. With Trident, we want like the long distance, where we come in and do a couple of attacks and then try to knock him away and get him back at a long distance rather than keeping him at a close distance the whole time. Now if we can just do our big smackers and then maybe some quick kicks. And time's up. And we win. Yeah, he can chain those together. The first one can stun you, and then he can hit you with the second one right away. We can do one of those too, right? Something like that. A little jump over the attack and kick in midair. That's always lovely. Now we have to be really careful, because we can win this one, but we have to keep him at a good distance. There. And as always, we need to keep her from going super speed. And there she goes, all nuts like she's been on something. When she does that one maneuver where she sort of like jumps backward, you basically just have to get out of the way and block. Because unless you can get to her immediately to knock her out of that maneuver, she does her jump back and then jump forward and kick thing, which can be hard to avoid if you're not already blocking or jumping over her or preparing to avoid her in some way. Super speed shenanigans. Well, we know how to deal with super speed shenanigans. That's right. Enough of that. And take some of this. And take it again. Oh, we missed. Alright, take it like you like it. There you go. And off across the screen. Oh, she was in the air. That's the back-forward jump thing I was talking about, where it goes like halfway across the screen. So Larson, what do we do about him? We haven't really figured out a good strategy with him, other than to be careful about jumping. And to not let him get in his really close-up combos. Still trying to figure out the right strategy. Maybe more kicks would be good. It does seem like most good strategies with Slash involve the tossing and the clubbing. Well, that's not the strategy. Maybe some little kicks and hits. Sometimes getting those quick ones in can be helpful. And just sort of keeping the pressure on. That was pretty good, so maybe that's what we should try, is keeping the pressure on with the quick little kicks and punches. A lot of those to sort of keep up the pressure and the momentum. And then occasionally some of the bigger hits and club throws and things. Like that. How about one of no. When you're trying to do your stun maneuver like that, someone can kick you out of the air and cancel it. And then of course you miss, and that's great, you know, that's just how you're supposed to do it. Just smack them. There we go, that's better. Dang it. The timing of the club throw can be tricky, you know, even after you've done it a lot, the timing can still be tricky to get it just right. And more of the club smackadooders. The beautiful smackadooders of clubbedness. 317918, welcome to the stream. I remember this game being super gory when I played it as a teen. Well, the Sega Genesis version, which is what we're playing here right now, does certainly have its moments, but the Sega CD version, Eternal Champions CD, is even more that way, by far. In fact, that was one of the selling points, one of the advertising points when they came out with the CD version, that it was even more that way. Of course, that was the popular thing at the time. The basic game, though, when you're just doing the basic combat, isn't too bad. You had the Sega CD version? Yeah, the Sega, you know, this version's okay. It's a fun fighting game. But the Sega CD version is better, for sure. Did you ever unlock any of the secret characters on the Sega CD version? The 317? Oh boy, we always loved playing against him so much. With his little whippy club stuff. Let's see, what's our strategy for him? A lot of jump and heavy attacks, I think, with an occasional stun move. And I guess an occasional kick. Out of the way of his Super Extendo Club. And of course, he's supposed to be the wizard of the game. Yeah, 317, that's one of the moves. You can still do it on this version, but it's easier to do on the Sega CD version. On the Sega CD version, one of my favorite secret characters was the chicken, where you could play as a chicken and fight the whole game as a chicken. And I found it very humorous at the time. Now we can win if we stunned him, which we didn't. And now he's gonna win. Dang it. Yeah, did you have the chicken 317? Did you ever find them? I can't remember exactly. There was one way to get a special character, a secret character on the jungle stage. If you like hit just the right button at the right time, or you use the right move at the right time or something, and then you could get another secret character by watching partway through the FMV intro, and then like hitting some buttons at the right time, but I can't remember which thing unlocked which character. It was quite some time ago. Yeah, take one of these. And one of these. Didn't miss that time. Blade! And of course, on this stage, if you position things just right on the second fight when you're about to win the whole contest, you can knock someone into the fan. Of course, in this instance it would be Blade. But it's all about the positioning. Now, can we do our super smacker, please? I'd really like to. Maybe if we don't do that. I said don't do that. And then we do this. Super smacker time! That's right. Time's almost up. And we win! So 317, you remember one of the secret characters being a monkey. I don't know if I unlocked that one. I'm trying to remember. I unlocked the chicken. That was the first one. I think it was also the easiest one to unlock. And then I think I unlocked some guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but I don't think I ever unlocked a monkey. But I know that there were like a ton of secret and hidden characters. They really used the CD to their advantage to fill it with lots of fun stuff to find. Of course, I'm sure you can find information now on how to find and unlock all of those things. And if I start playing the Sega CD version again sometime, I'll probably have to look up some of that. Here we go! The Eternal Champion! Again, for the third time! Take that, you glowy fellow of glowiness. Yeah, he does still suck, so don't worry, 317. Your recollection is correct. He still sucks. But, you know, he's the boss of the game, so I guess that's somewhat to be expected. But, yeah. Especially the fact that you have to beat him 3 times in one match in order to win. And we didn't win. So there, jumped over that thing. How do you like that? Definitely a decent fighter game for what it was. I remember it being marketed as the Mortal Kombat killer at the time. Yeah, I remember some of that marketing too, which is why they marketed the Sega CD version the way they did, as being as having even more stuff in it than the original Genesis version. I also remember in the marketing they said something like 25% bigger sprites than in Street Fighter 2. So they were basically positioning it to be the ultimate fighter for the Sega Genesis, which is not surprising considering it was made by Sega. And it's fun. It is fun, but I like the Sega CD version more. But obviously the marketing they put in the magazines worked on me, because I bought it. At least I rented the Genesis version and then bought the CD version, so... The characters are pretty big. Yeah, they are. They are, but they're nice looking. And hooray, we lose! The farthest I've gotten the boss to today is I've beaten him through 2 of his forms, and then not the 3rd form. But you know what we do with this part that we can't skip? A little bit of that. But that is going to do it for this stream. We got to the Eternal Champion 3 times. At least we were able to battle past all the junk 3 times. But as 317 said, the Eternal Champion still sucks. A big one. So, I hope you enjoyed watching the stream. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun, and join us again next time for more retro fun. And of course, 317, thanks for hanging out as well. More fun to come!